Hi there guys, welcome to Dino's World. Today I am super excited to present the 2025 Dominar 400, the seriously underrated power cruiser, a truly one of a kind, different breed altogether that has been silently dominating the segment for those who would like to do long distance touring. This one has been updated for the year 2025, so we're going to find out what all updates Bajaj have introduced to make it even better. So first of all, the most important update, if you can come close, is the actual meter console. So as you can see, the body work, the color, the accessories, the power, the engine, the torque, everything remains more or less the same. What changes though is the console. So if you can come close, I'll show you the speedo console. So this is an all digital speedo console now. So gone is the secondary console that used to come here. Now here we have the charging socket, type A charging socket, which is good enough to be utilized. So once we turn on the cluster, you get the same digital dot matrix display similar to the one that we see on the Pulsar NS400Z, which I had owned until recent times. As you can see, it's a very clear, crisp display. You don't need color TFT display just for the sake of it. You need clear, legible fonts at the end of it all. You have very clear display of the speed, the gear position indicator, the rev counter in a bar format. Again, that's really preferable. Clock, you have a side stand indicator, you have the ABS this thing indicator, traction control indicator. Different riding modes have been included here, just like the NS400. So that's another major plus. And also switchable traction control has been included. You also have the fuel gauge here. You have a small display, LCD display here, which gives you all the relevant info like odometer, trip pay, distance to empty, and whatnot. So and then once you get inside, if you can come closer. So here you have the vehicle info. Get into vehicle info, you have ride modes. In ride modes, you have road, sport, rain, and off-road. So only in off-road you can actually turn off traction control. In the rest of the modes, you can't turn off traction control. So if you want to have some mischief on the or throw some dirt around, then just go to off-road mode and then come to MTC or motorcycle traction control, and then you long press the off button until it says release. And once you release, traction control is deactivated. And to activate it back on, all you need to do is go back and one flick of a button and traction control is activated. So that's another big plus and a big feature that has been included, making the Dominar 400 a stronger force to reckon with. Now we're going to have a look at the Dominar 400. What kind of a unique motorcycle it is, because first of all, it's a power cruiser. There's nothing like a power cruiser in our market. So what is a power cruiser? A power cruiser is a combination of the brilliant performance and handling characteristics of a naked bike combined with the comfort and relaxed riding posture of a cruiser, as well as the ample utility capability of a touring bike. So this is one step going ahead of power cruiser, because this, which launched as a power cruiser, now has become a power tourer, you can call it, because you have the touring accessories. You have a nice tall windscreen which really works effectively in fending off wind blast. You have beautifully laid out premium quality handguards. You have adjustable levers for brake and clutch. You have top quality mirrors with aluminum stock. You have a very good quality side stand that can take on all the weight, even if you stack up the luggage. A beautifully laid out rear luggage rack that you can carry your tail bag. And this is one bike that you can ride with a pillion. I mean, you can tour with a pillion, because Yesterday, in the morning ride, we had a long discussion where my friend was trying to figure out which bike he would like to buy or invest in a reliable option wherein he can ride two up. I mean, ride with a pillion and go long distance touring and exploring. And I suggested him this motorcycle, and I think this is one of the finest options for those who would like to ride with a pillion or ride two up while they are exploring and touring different places. Now, taking a look at the equipment, LED lighting up front, as you can see, we have LED DRLs, and the LED light is really powerful. Again, it comes loaded with all the accessories, so you don't have to spend a penny. You have a crash guard, good quality crash guard. You have a superb quality bash plate, aluminum bash plate. You have USD forks to maintain the right direction of travel while cornering hard through the ghat roads and or while doing canyon carving. A massive 320 disc rotor, and yeah, ABS, dual channel ABS. And now with the inclusion of traction control, they have made it as comprehensive as it can get. You have you get around 157 of ground clearance. You can see ample amount of ground clearance, and you can conquer different terrains with this, though it looks like a proper power cruiser. You have machined alloy wheels that again add more character, more power to the, more muscle to the bike, and well chiseled tank, as you can see. Now, tank capacity could be slightly better, maybe at least 15 liters, but for now I think you gotta make do with what you have. You have a very good quality again tank pad right over here, so almost everything is offered right from the factory, so you don't have to spend even a single penny. Again, Dominar branding in 3D. You have a charging socket right over here. The secondary display is removed. That was kind of a characteristic feature of the Dominar. I think they could have retained it, but when you can reduce the weight, you can do away with it. They might as well do away with it. Again, dual exhaust. This is another signature element of Dominar 400, which gives you superb throaty exhaust note. You can see the bass. You can feel the bass in the exhaust note. Ooh. Wow. Oh my God. So, all this is what makes long distance riding all the more enjoyable when you have the perfect background score with amazing cruising capability, the planted feel, the super front end feel courtesy of the USD forks, amazing chassis structure courtesy of the beam perimeter frame. Again, a wonderful handling characteristics thanks to the aluminum swing arm and the monoshock which is preload adjustable. Everything comes together in perfect harmony. There's no other bike, even in the Bajaj portfolio, that is as perfect as this one. And this one is not being marketed as aggressively as it should be, but I think some motorcycles just earn people's respect by being there and getting things done. So that is what Dominar has silently been doing. It has been winning people's hearts and earning people's respect and trust by getting things done one way or the other. And one example I'll tell you, there was a small ride that happened recently. A friend of mine along with his friend had, both of them had embarked on a trip to Zanskar, and they were on another motorcycle. I don't want to name it to cause controversy, but that motorcycle, which is supposed to be an adventure bike, was struggling to make it up the hill. Once they switched to Dominar, the friends had Dominar. So once the other guy understood that they were struggling with two up on that motorcycle, he offered his Dominar 400 and two up on this motorcycle. It made that effortless, that climb absolutely effortless. So this one walks the talk and does the thing more than just beating around the bush. Again, a tried and tested engine, 373cc single cylinder liquid cooled fuel injected engine, 40 PS, 35 Newton meters, 6-speed gearbox. Everything is top notch, fit and finish, build quality, the attention to detail. So this is a seriously underrated machine that deserves a lot more applause and a lot more, limelight than what it is getting today. But I think that's what sets it apart. It is a unique a bike for serious riders, for seasoned riders who know what they are getting themselves into, who know what they want, and who know the absolute capability of a machine. So that's pretty much it. Again, 800 seat height. I'll just sit on the bike, give you an idea. So it is slightly heavy, so not much easy for ladies. I would suggest for women folks who want to start riding, you can start with something like N160, which is a beautiful machine with dual channel ABS, and it is lightweight and refined and effortless. This one, again, a little bit rugged, and for hardcore touring junkies who want to munch miles at the end of it all and enjoy their day out with their perfect companion. So as you can see, this is the riding stance. This is how I sit, person around 5 feet 7 inches, and I can put both my feet down. I can't flat foot. I can flat foot if I just move a little to the right, and that gives you a lot of confidence. And look at the kind of equipment you get at this price point. It's insane, and that's the kind of following it is enjoying, not only in our market but also abroad, because there were a lot of international auto journals who had come from Brazil, Turkey, and other places in the NS400Z launch, and they were all hoping for when is the Dominar facelift or makeover or the upgrade happening, because they are already in love with this machine and what it is capable of. So let's hope Bajaj really stun the market by offering a comprehensive upgrade to the Dominar, or maybe they can leave it as it is. This one is such a perfect machine. I think it can be retained the way it is, and you can actually offer maybe a pro model or a touring model or a touring plus model or something. You just name some fancy name to it and make it a different kind of a machine to offer that much more with a comprehensive upgrade. So that's pretty much it. What is your take on the Dominar 400? Have you ridden it? Do you think it's a force to reckon with? What other motorcycle would you consider in this space if you were a touring junkie? Feel free to comment below and let me know, but I don't think anything else can match the kind of value proposition this bike has on offer. So let's hit the road now and let's see what kind of a ride feel this bike has on offer. So guys, now that I've given you a quick overview of the 2025 Dominar 400, let's ride to see how it feels and whether they have fine-tuned the engine all the more to make it more refined and more enjoyable. So first things first, you notice that the cluster is new. It gets the same cluster as the NS400Z. Gone is the secondary console. Instead you get a charging socket right over here. You get a hazard light switch. You still get the handguards, very top quality handguards, top quality mirrors, top quality side stand, a good quality luggage rack, and a little bit of a small backrest. Seating is super comfortable. Same engine, 373cc, liquid cooled, fuel injected engine, 40 PS of max power, 35 Newton meters max torque, 6-speed gearbox. So sadly it doesn't get any major overhaul that we were expecting. So I think we gotta wait a little longer, because at the launch of NS400Z, they had given us huge hopes that the next Dominar is going to be a game changer. But still, one of the most effortless power cruisers, a one-of-a-kind power cruiser in and of itself. In this segment, it created a segment of its own. It's a new breed. So the Dominar 400, there's nothing like it currently available in our market. The muscle feel of a naked street bike, the comfort of a touring bike, and also the relaxed riding posture of a cruiser. All of this combined to make it a power cruiser. Oh boy, the front windscreen fends off the wind blast effortlessly. The brakes are good, massive 320mm rotor up front. Cruising speeds effortlessly around 110 to 120 once the braking happens, and that's what makes it such a joy for munching miles effortlessly. Offers fatigue-free riding experience, ride-by-wire, slipper clutch, you name it, this one has it. Good equipment, USD forks to offer super front end feel. It also gets traction control now that can be disabled, so that's another major plus. The acceleration is intense, feels extremely well planted. I love the exhaust note of the double barrel exhaust. Oh, it adds a lot of character and feel to the ride. Gear shifts are smooth, there's no false neutrals. There's no clunky feel to it. It's all well sorted. Oh, there you go. Triple digit speeds in no time. That gives you an idea as to what a machine this thing is. Seriously underrated machine, built like a tank. I don't know why they have stopped promoting the Dominar as aggressive they were in the initial stages. I think this one needs no promotion. I think it's better to leave it the way it is. That's how it started gaining respect, by walking the talk and getting the job done at the end of it all. You take it anywhere, it never ever will let you down. Even in the most treacherous conditions, it stands the test of time, and that's what makes it such a rock solid proposition. So that's pretty much it. Nothing much has changed. It has always been a wonderful motorcycle. The feel also, they haven't fine-tuned it all that much. The grunt, the pull, the stability, it's all there. The comfort is also there, and that's what makes it such a reliable option, a safe, reliable option for those who would love to take the highways on the weekends and explore all the more on the go. And they want a reliable machine with low maintenance and rock solid performance, decent mileage. I think nothing gets better than the Dominar 400. So if you like what you see and want to see more pure automobile content, stay tuned. I'll catch you guys next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.